What is going on, guys? Craig1287 here, bringing you a unboxing of the Steam Machine. Now, there's a lot of different Steam Machines out there. The one that we got for this is the one from Alienware that is called the Alienware Alpha, and the model that we got is the one that comes with an i5 processor and a 1 terabyte hard drive. Now, I'll have a link to the just to the product page. That way you can look at all the actual specs. It's a little tough to figure out exactly what the graphics card is, but from what I hear, it's equivalent to around like the mobile 760M or maybe 960M, something of that sort. But it does have an i5 processor in it. It's got a 1 terabyte hard drive that does spin at 7,200 RPMs, not 5,400 RPMs, which is what the consoles spin at, and what typically a lot of laptops spin at to get those more affordable, less heat generating hard drives. But again, this one does spin at 7,200 RPMs, so that's really going to help with things like load times and reduce texture pop and things of that sort. So that's pretty cool. So here's the actual box. This little front panel here was just a general guide of some Steam controller layouts, and then on the back of the page it does come with some of the paper that you can read through for like the quick start guide showing you what you have to do. It's really simple. You literally will turn on the Steam Machine and then hit the Steam button. It's the typical kind of, hitting the Xbox button or hitting the PlayStation button or things of that sort. But as for the packaging itself, Dell, aka Alienware, did a really good job. The stuff there, I'm testing it out. It's got a lot of give to it, but it's very firm. So even if this thing were dropped in transit and things of that sort, then yeah, it would have ended up living. It wouldn't have gotten damaged and whatnot. So here's the Steam controller, and I also got one of these separately, and I'm going to do a lot of time spent with this thing, testing it in first-person shooters, some real-time strategy games, racing games, all sorts of things. And on the back there's a little knob that you push on, and that pops off that back panel. And that back panel is it also is those two different back buttons, but it's also where you put the two batteries on the left and right side, so that way it's got some nice balance to it. This part right there I don't think did anything, so that's nice. It is nice that it does come with the Duracell batteries and not some crappy off-brand thing of that sort. And I was expecting this to be a little thinner when I originally grabbed it, but it was a lot deeper in there than I expected, so I had to dig in there. And so yeah, here is the actual Alienware Alpha. It's got some heft to it. You'll see there's the front panel with the two USB inputs and the Alienware icon there. That is actually the start button, the power button. And here on the back you'll see the power on the left. You've got two HDMIs, one's an input, one's an output. You've got digital audio input on it, and then you've got two more USB ports. Now, two of them are USB 2s and two are USB 3.0s, so that's pretty handy dandy. Now, this right here is a USB cable. You can, I guess, use it for anything, really. You can use it to hardwire connect the controller, but what it's primarily used for is a kind of an extension. This is the HDMI cable cord that it comes with, but that USB cord, you can use that as an extension for the connector, the little dongle that this thing connects to, that in case you're trying to I'll get to it eventually. This is the power brick that I'm showing, and then the you can see the stats on there. There's a 130 watt power brick, and here's the cord that connects to the power brick. As it opened a little easier than I expected and dropped it on the ground, but it just, like any typical laptop power brick, it just connects like that. And you've got that little rubber strap around it to where when you're transporting it, you can just wrap the whole thing. But this right here is the adapter for, eventually when I show you here underneath, you can pop that panel open, and that right there is the the little dongle. So if you're wanting to connect it to another computer, maybe your personal computer, and you want to use the Steam controller on that, you can pull that out. It's in there snug. You can see me trying to pull. You can barely get your finger in that left side. It just made it really difficult. But if you just had something to stick in there and leverage like a screwdriver, you could easily just pop it out. So it's nice to see it's snug in there. It's not going to fall out by accident. But that's what the Steam controller actually connects to. So you can unplug that and put that in any laptop, any computer that you want to, and then you can control that computer with the Steam controller. So that's really, really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll try to get some footage of me using this and for when I get my more in-depth review of the hardware itself. Is it worth it? How the Steam OS handles, how the Steam controller handles, support for the Steam OS, just general things of that sort, and how the actual little box performs. What kind of frame rates do you get out of it? So look forward to the more in-depth review in quite a while. I'm going to give it some time to really to make this review. So hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing and just real brief first impressions. Hope you guys enjoyed all of it. Have a good one. Ta-ta.